Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, I've got a quick one, basically how to replace a broken tile. Several months back, broke a tile and thought I didn't have a replacement. And I looked everywhere to find the right kind of tile, couldn't find it anywhere. Basically what I was gonna do was go move the washer dryer, extract a couple of the tiles under there, replace it with one that was sort of close, it wasn't even that close, and then use those to replace the one that's out in the middle of my living room. But I just didn't want to, frankly, got busy with other stuff, holidays, all this. But I was cleaning out my garage and hidden right back there, I was moving all of this wood, and hidden right back there was a little piece of tile. And it's not so little, I think it's like 20 by 20. And so I found the proper tile. And so I'm going to replace the tile with the right tile. I guess it was one that was left over with the house. I thought it was something else. I knew it was there, but I thought it was a different tile. It's actually my house tile. So let's do this. Here's what we got. We got the broken tile. We need mortar, a couple sponges, a little trowel thing, stuff to extract, a little mixer to mix up the mortar, and that's it. Let's do this. First things first, we want to remove the old tile, paying close attention to the edges. I don't want to chip any of the tiles around it, and so I'm being very careful how I remove this tile. Now you never really know what you're gonna get underneath. For me, some of this came up really easy, some of it was really difficult. You just wanna take your time, be careful. You should probably wear safety glasses. I didn't, but that's because I'm an idiot. But just, again, especially around the edges, you wanna be careful. Don't make any big hits. This took me, I'd say probably around 45 minutes to an hour to really chip everything out and get it as smooth as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect because you are gonna put the mortar down, but you want to get as much up as possible. Next up, you're going to mix up your mortar, follow the specs on your bag, or if you want to spend the money, get the pre-mixed stuff. I'd honestly, if you're doing one, just suggest to get the pre-mixed stuff, but make sure you get enough to do the base of the tile and then also on the back of the tile as well. I have the pre-mixed stuff already, so I mixed it up. I did it wrong. It was way too thin. That probably will have something to do with what we're going to talk about later in the video, which is that the tile came out crooked, that it was too thin to set up and be even and level. So mix that up, pour that in there, and then trowel it out to give a nice even coat on the floor and then on the back of the tile as well. keep in mind that when you place the tile, you want to be really careful because you are putting this in the middle of tile, and so it's sensitive. You don't want to chip edges. Mine already had a piece chipped off the corner that you'll see a little later, but just be careful when you're setting it. Get it in there nice and even, and put some even pressure on it so you don't break it. Story about what you're about to hear. Basically, I went out into the garage. I was cleaning up after doing the tile job, and I was going to use a tip that I heard from another YouTuber, Perkins Builder Brothers, of drilling a hole in the top of my shop vac piece so that it can suck on the floor better. So in doing so, I was holding it in my hand, and I was using a very sharp bit that is typically used for my pocket hole. And I drilled right through it and into my hand, and this is what happened after. Apparently I don't do so well with blood and such, and so this is some audio of me and my wife, and then a quick pic of what happened. So the moral of the story is be careful.
Hey. Great. You're okay. Hey, Andrew.
What? What?
Pass out. Okay. You okay? Your cut's not that bad.
No, I mean, I wasn't doing deep breaths. Where did I go?
Right here. Just pass out, baby. Okay.
And really, this is the final step. You just want to grout, get yourself a good grout float, throw the stuff down anywhere on there and just begin to spread. I like to go from a bunch of different angles across, all back and forth. That helps it to sink down into the seams of the tile really well. And so I go all around it, clean up, wipe it down, wait an hour, clean it up again, and then you want to wait 24 hours, clean it up again, and then seal it, and you're done. That's it. Okay, let's talk about my mistakes and how to avoid them. Really, this is pretty simple. You saw throughout the video. It's just prepare the space, put down the mortar, put down the tile, get it set, wait 24 hours, grout it, clean it, clean it, clean it, you're done, okay? But one thing that I did that I wanna help you avoid. Right here, what I did was I set this chair on top of the tile last night while it was drying to help us avoid walking on it, because it's right in the middle of our walking path right here to the living room, okay? So by doing that, I've got a nice seam, and when I originally set it, it was a good seam, everything was even from tile to tile, but the chair pressure, I don't know if you can see that, caused it to be uneven from here to here. You can kind of see it better here. It's got a lip, and this is the only tile I have. So what it boils down to is I have to live with it. I have to just grout into it, try to get a good smooth place so we don't catch our toes on it, but we're probably gonna catch our toes on it. And I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future. Basically in the future, I wanna replace all these floors. So that's my tip to you, is really pay attention. Don't put anything heavy on it because it can cause it to get off kilter.